Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Drukkun Karane. O dear fool, seek the Govinda, seek the Lord. When the death approaches you, the grandma will not come and help you or protect you. Seek the Lord, seek the Lord. Dear devotees, around 9 verses we had discussed from the Moha Mudgara or Bhaja Govindam Stotra hymn. It is written by one of the greatest saint, philosopher, intuitionist called Shankaracharya or Adi Shankaracharya. So he discussed till now, why should we seek self? Why should we seek Lord or divine? And why should we take the spiritual life? How is it going to use? What is the benefit out of it? And how are we going to get the profit? All these things till now we have discussed in these few verses. Now, he's also trying to explain the momentariness of the world and the momentariness of the life also. So we have to be aware of this momentariness and we have to be awakened to reach our goals, to attain the immortality. Otherwise, life will be in vain. Many times we think, oh, we are busy. We do not have time for that reason and for this reason. So previous verses we have seen. When we are at the childhood days, we are busy with playing. Then during youth, we are busy with to fulfill our desires or passions or to enjoy with opposite sex or whatever. Then when you become old, then you are busy with the worries. I did that, no one is caring. I didn't do that, I had to, if I had have taken this path or that path or whatever. So basically, we are busy with our worries. But no one is busy in seeking the God, in seeing the God. So after this, the author is trying to now explore or explain to make the spiritual aspirant to understand that what is the root cause for all the desires? What is the root cause for all our problems? What is the cause for our sufferings? Let us see. Vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha, shushke neere kaha kasara, kshine vitte kaha parivaro, gnate tatve kaha samsaraha. That's a beautiful verse this is. When we meet the old age, where is the lust and its play? When water is evaporated completely, where is the lake? When the wealth is reduced, where is the family? When the truth is realized, where is the samsara? Where is the ignorance or suffering? We are all obsessed with the problems and we are all bothered about its effects called suffering or sorrow or helplessness, etc. Now he is telling where will be the suffering at all when you realize, when you experience the truth. What is the truth? I am that. I am the self. I am divine. I am not the sinner. I am divine. That is what the truth. So when you experience the truth, then where is suffering? Now the word of caution is here, we have to understand very clearly, by studying Vedanta, by understanding Vedanta, by putting practice, the Vedanta into practice, situations might not change. People in and around us might not change. Then what will change? Our reactions will change. Our valuing change. Our perceptions changes. Our validity, truth changes. That's where all reactions change stops. Then there is no suffering. Then there is no sorrow. Then there is no pain. This is very, very important. Because of problems we suffer, we say that problem is many times reactions problem. Let us see how. Now he is telling, Vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha. Oh, I would like to meditate, Swami, but my mind is terribly restless. I am unable to concentrate. What can I do? I am unable to sleep, Swami, because I don't have a sound sleep. Why? Because my mind is agitated. My mind is worried. I mean, it is filled with full of worries. Because I want to do this, I want to do that, which is not happening, whatever it may be. So, what is the cause for this apprehension? What is the cause for stress? What is the cause for worry? What is the cause for sorrow? If you ask, here the author is telling all this is because of the desires. Should we not have desires? It is up to oneself. Buddha himself has said, desire is the root cause for all our sorrow. That doesn't mean that we can't get rid of the desire. So better we should get rid of bad desires, unhealthy desires, or what do you say, ostentation or greediness. All these things should be reduced anyhow. So here the author is telling, now when you are in a prime youth, your body, your mind, your sense organs, all of them have got a lot of power. It has got a lot of strength, vitality, and it wants to enjoy the world. It wants to enjoy every object. The mind would like to go here and there, go to picnic, go to see places, etc., etc. And that's why I say that I can't lead spiritual life now. I don't have a time. Even I wish. My mind is obsessed with the passion, obsessed with the desires, obsessed with the ambitions. Yes, good. All of them are good in a way, no doubt. But the author is telling all of them, when you become old, then they die out. They get dried out, or they get weakened, or they will take their back steps. So when you were young, all this became so important. You gave so much importance, and you were in the hustle bustle of life. But all of them will lose its value, lose its worthiness once you become old. So the author is indirectly, he is injecting us to think or use our power of discrimination. I need money for my sustenance. Yes. I need work or jobs for my sustenance to take care of my family. Yes. I need many things for my life sustenance, no doubt. We should struggle for it and we should get it. But more than that, or we are simply obsessed with that so many, just in getting wealth and spending and enjoying or pleasure seeking. If you are just obsessed with that, that is not a right life. That is not the balanced life. That is what author is trying to tell here. We have to understand. Neither the author nor the scriptures are against earning money, against fulfilling your desires, against having a family life and pleasures. All of them are, yes, it should be in a controlled way. You exercise your power of discrimination and you should lead a life. Otherwise, what happens? When your body, mind, sense organs become fragile, old, then all of them, whatever it had so much worth and value, now it loses its value. Then you will start thinking that I wasted my life. But now time and tide waits for none. Time has passed. How much ever you feel sorrow or morose, you can't get back it. You can't get back that time and energy. So you have to exercise your discrimination power, and you should know what is right, what is wrong, and how much to allow my mind and sense organs to enjoy, how much to control. All these things has to be exercised. So to bring this power of discrimination, the author is giving this example. In the prime youth time, you are obsessed with so many passions, so many types of desires, and they were of prime importance for you. But once you become old, all of them will lose worth, value, and your value or your priority will change, will shift. So The desire is so difficult to control, we say that is not something outside objectively. It is subjective. It is in our mind. So take care of your mind, handle your mind properly, then you can handle your desires also. And he gives an example of Shushke Nire Kaha Kasaraha. Kasara means lake or pond, big pond or big lake. Shushke Nire. When the water is dried up completely, then that particular place, water body, which we used to address it as a lake or a pond, it ceases to exist. It is a barren land. Dried pond, dry lake, we can say we may use it, but it has lost its value. It is just now a plain land. So, kshine vitte kaha parivaraha. I give importance to relationships. Yes, no doubt, we have to give it. But when the money goes away, now when I've got money, when I've got family, everything is fine. But when I'm under loss, when I don't have a money, when I'm under debt, then many of the so-called close friends, brothers or sisters or whomever family people, they will leave us. Again, so author is not denying the relationships. Author is not delaying the family. Author is not underestimating all of them. He is only telling that the transitoriness of the world and the limitations of the relationships and the square fact of the life are bitterness of the world. When you have got power, when you have got position, name and fame, or money, everyone would like to come and say hello with us. But when all of them dwindle down, when all of them got dried up or melted down, many of us, very few, really, our people will come and talk with us. Most of them, they start avoiding us. So all of these examples has been given by author is just to understand the transitoriness of the world or the momentariness of the world. So again, you should not become pessimistic. You need not to become cynical. Rather, seek the Lord, seek your own self, and seek the divine. That is the root cause for your happiness. Because you are not seeking that and you are seeking instead something else, that's why you are suffering. I am suffering. Everyone is suffering. So, gnate tattve ka samsara. When you understand the reality, when you experience the reality, either God or the self or consciousness, ka samsara. Where is the suffering? Where is the problem? Then where is your rebirth again? Cycle of birth and death. Because Vedanta and Hinduism, we believe in rebirth. Once you experience the reality, either God realization or self realization, then that will be lost life. No more coming and no more taking birth and again the cycle of birth and death is not there. So all of these problems and sufferings and happiness, unhappiness, everything is not existing outside in the world, not with because of some people, because of some relationship. Everything is in my mind. That is what we have to understand here. Nate tattve. Here, tattva means one is self, self-realization, God relation. Apart from that, square fact of life, pragmatic truth also we have to understand. I think that he or she is there with me, I will be happy. If he or she is not there, I am unhappy. So is that happiness is there in her and unhappiness is in him? No, it is all my superimposition. I am liking him or her. That's why I feel of his presence or her presence, I am unhappy. Because I don't like him or her, so his or her presence can be a matter of or a cause, reason for my unhappiness. Someone's presence can be the cause for happiness. Someone's presence can be the cause for unhappiness. You see, everything is in mind. So you have to remove the ignorance. You have to destroy the ignorance. See the world as it is. We are seeing the world with subjectively. Instead of that, we have to see the world as it is. That is what called mithya, according to the Vedanta. So we are colored our mind with our desires, with our feelings, emotions, and our own understandings, and we are judging people. We have become too judgmental. So if you want to become objective in your outlook, in your thinking, then you have to decolor your mind. How to decolor your mind? Just like if there's a dirt in the water. In the olden days in India, they used to use alum. When they put alum, alum sucks or it makes to settle down all the dust. So the water used to become clean, pure, then the above slowly they used to remove. And the below, whatever the dirt is there, they used to throw away. Like that, you have to use that Vedanta alarm in your mind so that all the dust and impurities gets settled and it will be flushed out. That is what author is trying to do here. So root of the problem is basically desire. So take care of the desire. Now the question will come for all of us, how to control desires? Okay, we understand that, but sometimes we think we need it. And sometimes some of you may think that without desire, we cannot exist, we cannot live, we cannot work. Or some of you say, okay, we also want to get rid of these desires. How to get rid of it? So there are two, three ways. One is controlling them or allowing them in a controlled way. I would like to eat ice cream. Okay, one ice cream, fine. Two, three, four, no. For that matter, anything. I would like to sleep. Yes, 6 hours, 7 hours, whatever. 8, 9, 10 hours because I am free. No. So you have to controlled way, you have to lead a life. From that itself, lot of instincts will be controlled. So whatever your mind and sense organs ask, you should not do that. I am supposed to be the master of my mind and sense organs, but unfortunately I have become the slave of them. So we have to turn over, we have to change ourselves from the slave of our mind and sense organs to master. Instead of slaves, we should become master. That is what the thing. And the other thing is trying to inject right desires. I would like to study every day for 2 hours, good books or Vedanta. I would like to meditate every day. I would like to lead a life of compassion and mercy. I would like to lead a life of contribution. That's contributor personality. Okay, I will earn money. I will take care of my family. I will take care of myself. All these things, fine. But I should not regulate, or I mean, I should not, what do you say, limit myself in that. Instead of that, let me also take care of society. Let me serve society. Let me serve my brethren. So that's what contributor personality. So such type of desires also can be increased. So by this type of desires, so lower desires or base instincts can be controlled. From instinct, using the power of discrimination, we can go to the level of intelligence or discrimination. From there, we can go to intuition also. So basically, your author is asking you to contemplate the square fact of the life. So don't get busy chasing your desires, chasing your instincts, and waste your life. Instead of that, set goals, have proper idea of life, have proper idea of relationships and the nature of the world and yourself. Who am I? That is self, not the body and mind. And chase it or seek that, experience the self. That is what author is trying to tell. So the ignorance is the root cause of all evils. There is a saying also, ignorance is the bliss. It may be true for some time, but ignorance is the root cause of all evils. So the ignorance should be removed. What is the ignorance here? I am thinking sometimes I am the body. Sometimes I'm thinking that I'm mind. Sometimes I'm thinking my achievements. Means I'm getting attached with my achievements. So all these things slowly has to be withdrawn, detached, and you have to attach yourself to yourself. Who am I? I'm not the body and mind, I am the self. And why these attachments are coming? Because of the impressions, samskaras, which is Sanskrit word. And how these impressions or samskaras are getting accumulated. Where does it get accumulated? It gets accumulated in our mind, in our minds. So the mind is the container where all our samskaras, tendencies, impressions are accumulated. As our impressions, as our samskaras, so our life will be. Quality of the life, goal of life, working way, thinking, deciding, judging, then good and bad, passion, instincts, everything is depending on the samskaras, tendencies, or impressions. These are accumulated in our mind. These are created by our own actions, physical action, mental action, emotional action, emotions, feeling, thinking, our physical actions, all of them contributes towards the creation of impressions. So as our impressions, so our life is. That's why yad bhavam tad bhavati. As you think, so you become. So thinking is also an action. You are filling your mind with samskaras. We have to be a bit careful what you think and what you do, etc. So basically, author is trying to tell here, clear your inner conditioning. Clear your inner conditioning. Oh, I thought this world is real. My family is real. He is real. She is real. It is real. But fragment of my life, I thought, no, none of them are real. Everything is momentary. All of them come, all of them go. So instead of that, seek the self, seek the Lord. So come out from this inner conditioning. We are all conditioned. Our life is conditioned by our mind. Our life is conditioned by our impressions. Our life is conditioned, regulated by our desires. All of them has to be clear. Just like we are wearing a yellow goggles, then whole world looks like yellow. Once you clean the yellow, you remove the yellow goggles, then you will be able to see the world as it is. So it is decoloring your mind. So why should you study Vedanta? When you study Vedanta, your inner conditioning gets regulated or removed. You will decolor your mind. Then, just like you will try to clean the mirror, then you will be able to see your face as it is clearly, isn't it? Now, Ma kuru dana jana yauvana garvam harati nimishet kalas sarvam mayamayamidam akilam buddhva brahma padam na pravisha viditva. Beautiful verse again. Take no pride or arrogance in your possessions, in the people, in the youthfulness. Time loots away all this just in a speck of moment. Leaving aside all this, after knowing their illusory nature, realize the state of Brahman and enter into it. Now, before getting into it, if you have heard my Gnana Yoga lectures, based on Swami Vivekananda's Gnana Yoga lectures, so we have to understand very clearly, living in the world, no problem. But the worldliness should not be in our mind. That's what author is trying to tell. We have to live in the world only, no doubt. Like the boat should be in the water, as Sri Ramakrishna says. Boat should be in the water because that it doesn't sink. If the water starts entering into the boat, then slowly the boat sinks. Similarly, when we are living in the world, no problem. But the worldliness, if it is living in the world, in our mind, then only problem. Sri Ramakrishna lived happily. Holy Mother lived happily. Swami Vivekananda lived happily. Jesus Christ lived happily. Many of the saints, they lived happily. But some of us, we feel it is like a prison or it has got problems. It is with full of dualities. Yes, but suffering comes when the worldliness is in our mind. That is nothing but the inner conditioning. So now the author is trying to tell, remove the false vanities. What are the vanities? I've got money. Oh, I'm a wealthy man. I'm very proud of it. Pride of it. I've got a lot of pride because of my wealth. And arrogance also I can become. So, but just in a spur of moment, because of some reason, I may lose money and I may come to the road. Let God forbid, let it not happen for every one of us. But what I wish to say, again, this money can come and can go. So many kings, they had the biggest empires, big countries, they were ruling and all. But finally, in spur of moment, in just one war or for one small incident, it changed, it made everything upside down, and they lost everything. Kingdom, people, glory, power, position. So these things, I mean, basically, author is telling, don't get attached and don't get, intoxicated by this wealth. That's what author is trying to tell. Ma kuru dana jana garvam, dana garvam. So don't feel too much pride from your wealth. Okay, you accumulated wealth, fine. Be happy about it nicely and use it in a right way, legitimate way. You also be happy. If possible, try to serve the society, serve the needy. That's how we have to do it. That's what being contributor personality. Then jana. Okay, I'm a very famous person because of my power or because of I'm a CEO of a company. So obviously people will be in and around. They would like to follow me. or I'm a celebrity. A lot of people are following me. So I feel very proud of it. Oh, when you go somewhere, they didn't, they have not put a good chair. I mean, not a very elegant chair. It is a decent one, but it is not elegant. What? I have such a celebrity, I have come here and you have put such a chair. No, this is not right thing. No. Because today I am celebrity. A lot of people are following. Tomorrow what happens, we do not know. Many celebrities' life we can see. They end their life in suicide. Why? Because they were so either in the, I mean, especially in the film industry or in some industries, they were famous. A lot of people were following, and now they lost opportunities. So their name came down, their fame came down. So fan following also came down, and they are not able to bear that. Till yesterday or till few months before, he was a very famous person. He was a celebrity. A lot of people used to go when he used to, if they come to know that he's coming, many people surround him. But now very less. So many people cannot bear. They end their life. They go into depression. They go into stress and whatnot. So all of them come, all of them go. They are like, just like instruments. Then Yauvana, when I'm young, I can do anything and everything. So I don't respect elders. I don't respect weak people. Oh, because I can do anything. I am able to do anything. We should have a confidence, no doubt, but we should not have arrogance. We should not ahankara. Atma Vishwasa, we say in Sanskrit. Self-confidence is good. Yes, I can do this, I can do that, that's fine. Self-confidence we should have, but we should not be arrogant about our power, about our, what do you say, skills or whatever. Why? Harati nimeshat kala sarvam. Sarvam, everything, harati. How much time it takes? In how much time it goes away, it will take away. Nimishat kala. Just in one moment. I mean, one moment means not 1 second, just like in a no time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 1 hour. We have seen so many kings, their empires were, I mean, razed to the grounds. Some big millionaires because of the loss in the company, or because of some cheatings, or because of some problems, whatever it may be. In no time, they were millionaires, and they come, just they will be left with few pennies. Like this, so many incidents we have heard. Yesterday was the millionaire, and today is billionaire, and day after tomorrow is nothing. All these things comes and goes. So don't get unnecessary pride from all these things. If you have got all these things, feel happy, never mind. And if possible, try to help. Otherwise, keep quiet, but don't show your arrogance. Then you will have a problem. Because whatever you get it back. Newton's third law. Every action and reaction, there is equal and opposite. So because of your power, if you think that I am superior, and if you use that power on the people, then you will be in the risk. Or if you got, because a lot of wealth, and if you're arrogant, you may under risk. And you look so beautiful, handsome, fine. But because of that, if you be arrogant, then that also goes away. Then the same people who will got pained, then they will start attacking you. Or then because of your achievement, you feel happy. Everyone should feel happy, never mind. But we should not be arrogant. We should not take unnecessary pride from that. If you take that, then you are bound to suffer. So why to get elevated unnecessary, and why to come down again? So unnecessary, we should not do that. So basically, decolor your mind. Don't get conditioned from all these vanities. That's what according to author. Why? Maya maya midam akilam buddha. All of them are coming and going. And they all belong to this matter. Whereas I am the self. I am beyond matter. I am beyond mind. I am beyond even energy. I am the self, indestructible self. I am eternal self, and I don't have birth and death. So hold on to this eternal truth and try to get away from all these vanities. That is what author is trying to tell. And why all these things are happening? Because if you see really in our mind, there is a I, me, and minus. In Sanskrit, we say it is ahankara and mamakara. Why the Kurukshetra war happened? Because of Dhritarashtra's strong attachment to the power, to the throne, and to his attachment to his son. So much so that the Kurukshetra war happened. If Dhritarashtra was a right king, then Kurukshetra war would not have happened. If Kurukshetra war would not have happened, then thousands of people lives were spared. So many hundreds of people died because of Kurukshetra war. Why? Because of Dhritarashtra's. He's a blind, physically blind. Not only that, he is mentally also blind. He's intellectually blind. He's a spiritually blind person. Why? Because his mind was, he was blinded by his ego or unnecessary, unhealthy desire for throne, position, or power, and towards his son. Whatever his son did a mistake, but because of his exclusive attachment, he forgave. No, he was not supposed to do that. So, because of this I-ness and me-ness and minus, a lot of vanities will accumulate in our life and personality, and we lower our personality. So the author is giving a caution for us. So you achieve all them, never mind. You enjoy them, never mind. But don't get carried over by these vanities. They're momentary in nature. Then where should we fix ourselves? Where should we fix our mind? You fix your mind to in self, in the God. That is the safest place. That is the real security. Having an alarm, having a burglar, all these things are required in our day-to-day life. Never mind. We cannot deny that. But the real security is who? God is the real security. Or the Atman is the real security, which can give for us. If you have that, then wherever you are there, definitely your mind doesn't get boggled, doesn't get perturbed. That is what we have to understand. So wealth, position, name, fame, popularity, power, all of them are momentary. They come and they go. Agama, apayina. Anitya. They are not eternal. They are not permanent. So you're getting attached to that and you will undergo a lot of pressure, lot of depression, lot of stress. If I become a millionaire, fine. But every moment, at every hour, at every day, I can be undergoing a depression or I can be stressed. Oh, someone else is coming. He is a competitor. I don't know how my business will be affected. Again, I'm not discouraging people to become millionaires. No, but this problem also is there. Hidden problem also is there. That's what we have to think. So do all of them, never mind. Earn money, earn power, earn name and fame, all of them, never mind. But don't get obsessed there only. Don't get limited there only. Slowly you detach from all these things, attach yourselves to the God, attach yourself to the self. That is what the thing we are telling. So realize or experience that you are the consciousness, and that consciousness alone is real. It is infinite, it is eternal, and which is with full of happiness. Happiness doesn't exist in the world. Only you are thinking that because of the wrong cognition, wrong thinking. And your nature is ananda, happiness, bliss, and you are trying to superimpose on people, on things, and etc. Simple example. Now someone gave me this orange color clothes. I feel so happy, so nice. I say thank you. And same thing if you give for someone else, orange color, not nice. You should have been pink color. So here he is liking pink color clothes or she is liking pink color clothes. I am liking orange color clothes. Now, if I am given pink color clothes, I don't like. Oh no, not good. And here she doesn't like orange color clothes. Now, whether the happiness is in orange color cloth or pink color clothes, neither nor. Because I like orange color, so for me, orange color clothes give happiness. And because she likes pink color, so pink color clothes gives happiness. So again, it is superimposition. Adhyasa, we say in Sanskrit. Adhyasa. So everything, every happiness and sorrow is in our mind. We are superimposing on an object and we are experiencing the happiness as well as sorrow. So decondition your mind. How? By studying Vedanta, by practicing Vedanta, and by experiencing the self, that is consciousness. Aham Brahmasmi. That's what Upanishad says. I am that. So what is that? I am that consciousness. Then I and consciousness, there are not two things, there are only one thing, consciousness alone. I am that consciousness. Now, Slowly, time is coming and going, life is coming and going. If you're not serious, then you will lose many things. Even Sri Ramakrishna used to cry when he was practicing his spiritual life. On the evening, oh, one day over, sunset over, still I didn't realize God. I didn't experience God. And he used to profusely cry out of Vyakulata, isn't it? About earning for God. दिनयामिन्यौ सायं प्रातः शिशिरवसन्तौ पुनरायातः कालः क्रीडति गच्छत्यायुः तदपि न मुञ्चत्याशावायुः. This is also often quoted a verse, very famous verse. What is that? Dinayaminyau sayam pratah. Day and night. Dinayaminyau, day and night, sayam pratah. Dawn and dusk. Shishira vasanto punarayatah. Day and night, dawn and dusk, winter and spring, they come and they go. Again and again, they are coming. Means what? They are coming and they are departing, they are going. Kala kridati gachati ayuhu. Time is playing and lifespan is getting weared out, lifespan is getting ended. We are going to embrace the death. Gachati ayuhu. Slowly, slowly, the lifespan is getting eroded. Tadapina munchati ashavayu. And yet one leaves not the gush of desires. I've become old, but many times still I am clinging on to many desires. Doctors have told not to eat oily items, but I am unable to leave the oily items. Fat food, sweets, or whatever, Coke, or chocolates, or whatever. So again here, author is trying to tell, understand the limitations, understand the transitoriness of the world. If you understand, then you will be careful. Otherwise, you will miss many things. Dinayaminyam. Dina means day and night. Day, night. Now it's already night here in Dublin, Ireland. Then again tomorrow morning, day, and again night. What is happening? So time is revolving, time is going every day, and this what means? That means what? We are nearing to death. Again, you not to get depressed. You not to be fearful, but understand the square fact of the life and seek the highest. Seek the self, seek the God. That is what the inner hidden meaning here. Dinaya minyo. Sayam pratha. Sayam is dawn, evening. Pratha is dusk. That is early morning. So now it is evening, and again tomorrow early morning, and again tomorrow evening, evening, then again morning, evening. So like this, sun is rotating with himself, and earth is also rotating the sun. So we are getting dawn and dusk. So like this, it's go on continuation. But then what are we are doing? Have we realized the self? Have we gone nearer to the truth? Have we led the life of contribution? Have we led the life of meaningfulness? We have to think. Otherwise, we'll be wasting our life in the small things or in the petty things. So author is asking us to be careful. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your time in little things or in petty things. This is what very important. Shishira Vasanto. Shishira means winter. Vasanto means spring. So after winter, spring. Already we have got spring here. So winter is over. Now spring came. After spring, summer. After spring, autumn. Like this season keep on coming and changing. There will be change in seasons also. Whether you like or not, whether you want or not, whether you desire or not, whether you like or hate or not, these things keep coming and going. Similarly, childhood, adolescent, young, middle age, and old age, all of them, whether you like it or not, whether you want or not, they come and they go. Then what are you doing? How much you are careful? How much you are aware of all these things and how best you are making use of your time is very important. We have to do self-introspection. Simhavalokana, we say in Sanskrit. So, like when the lion is walking a long distance, it is walking, in between, it sees back and it sees it tries to judge us, how much I have covered my distance. So we have to see ourselves in our life, how much we have covered, what we have done, what all things we are supposed to do, and how much we have covered. All these things we have to cogitate, we have to contemplate. And we have to be careful. Basically, we have to awaken and we have to reach our goals and we have to reach our targets. That is a temporary goals in our life. Apart from that, spiritual goal is what? Experiencing the self or experiencing the God. That's what. Otherwise, what happens? Kala kridati. Time is playing with us. Means it is going on every second. Now, I said now, but already after a second, it becomes past. Future, next moment. While saying it was a next moment, by the time I finished my sentence, then the next moment became present. The future became present. Now I am saying that future became present, and in again next moment, the present became past. You see, continuously time is playing with us. Time is going. Time is getting rotated or revolved. Then are we aware of it? Then we have to be awakened and we have to rise ourselves. That is what author is trying to tell. Gachati ayuhu. The lifespan is getting. Every year we are doing birthday, fine. That means what? 1 year you are gone near to death. And the more and more you are getting old, your body and mind loses its power, loses its vigor. Then your controlling mind, meditation, spiritual practices may become difficult. So are you aware of it? All these things also. So take care of not only the external life, take care of the internal life also. Try to prepare yourself. Oh, once I become retired, once I become old, I will prepare for all these things. No, that is a wrong idea. So when you are busy in external accomplishments, along with that, inner accomplishments also has to be achieved. So be aware of it and try to do all these things. Tadapina munchati ashavayuhu. But all these things, time is coming and going. And from childhood, we are reaching the old age. And day and night has passed. Winter and spring seasons have passed. So many things we have seen, but still that inner clinging to worldly things, sense enjoyments, sense pleasures has not gone. What a loss. How much beatings we have got, how much sufferings we have experienced, but still we have not got detached. Our mind is not getting detached. That is the problem for all of us. So the author is saying it is really astonishing. It is like a mirage. We suffer, but still we are attached to a particular thing. I know if I eat chili or if I eat sweet, my health goes problem, but still I want to eat. Why? Because my mind is craving, my senses are craving for it. So similarly, everyone will have some other problem. We know what is right, we know what is wrong, but we are unable to hook on to right, we are unable to leave on the false thing, wrong things, and we are suffering. We are suffering. We are suffering. Alas, what a mirage. It is it is a very interesting thing to know. Every one of us will know what is right. Every one of us will know what is wrong, but we are unable to hold on to right, unable to live wrong. Or we know what is the highest thing, when we know what is the lowest thing, but we are unable to hold on to the highest thing. We are unable to raise ourselves to the highest thing, and we are unable to leave this lowest thing, and we are suffering. And we are suffering so much, but still we are unable to leave them. And we give our own philosophy and we get compromised. Our lives are with full of compromises. And all the great people, successful people, they will never compromise with the truth. They will never compromise with their efforts. They will never compromise with their time. That's the reason they are successful people, either in external life or internal life. So we should stop compromising. We should stop getting into comfortable life. Instead of that, we should seek the self. We should spend our every moment to become better, externally and as well as internally. But at the same time, we should not restrict ourselves in mere accomplishing things external in external life or in the external world. We should also simultaneously prepare ourselves to accomplish internally also through devotion, mental peace, composed nature, discrimination, which is called viveka. All of them has to be done. Then only our life will have a meaning. Otherwise, our life will be in danger. Life will be in problem. So may Sri Ramakrishna bless all of us so that we shall understand this greater truth and we shall follow this truth more and more. Tomorrow we have got Shivaratri. As you know, 6 o'clock there will be a small talk, and 6:30 to 7:30 we'll have a worship. Then devotees will worship the Shiva by Abhishekam and flower individually. All of you are welcome, and whoever are far from Dublin, all of you can see the Shivratri worship in our YouTube channel, in Hervedanta Society YouTube channel. If you go, it will be live program will be telecasted. All of you can enjoy and experience this blessed spiritual night. On Sunday, we are having Sri Ramakrishna's Jayanti, morning 10:15, quarter past 10 to quarter past 12. We have got programs. So all of you are welcome. That is also telecasted in the YouTube channel. All of you are welcome. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanam.